Did you know that Starbucks serves over 4 million cups of coffee daily in the United States alone? That's enough to fill more than 53 Olympic-sized swimming pools every single day. But Starbucks isn't just about coffee, it's a financial powerhouse. In 2024, the company reported a staggering $36.2 billion in revenue, solidifying its position as the world's largest coffeehouse chain. The story of Starbucks begins in 1971 in the heart of Seattle, Washington. In the city's historic Pike Place market, three friends, Jerry Baldwin, Zev Siegel, and Gordon Bowker, opened a modest store selling high-quality, freshly roasted coffee beans, tea, and coffee-making equipment. The trio, inspired by their love of fine coffee and influenced by Alfred Peet, the founder of Peet's Coffee, wanted to bring richer, bolder flavors to a market dominated by instant coffee and mass-produced blends. At that time, Starbucks wasn't the cafe culture brand we know today. It was a shop focused on education and quality, teaching customers how to grind and brew the perfect cup at home. Everything changed in the early 1980s when Howard Schultz joined the company as Director of Retail Operations and Marketing. During a business trip to Milan in 1983, Schultz had a transformative experience. In the bustling espresso bars of Italy, he saw coffee served not just as a drink, but as an experience. He was captivated by the sense of community, the barista's craft, and the integral role these cafes played in daily Italian life. Schultz returned with a bold vision: to bring that same warmth, connection, and artistry to American coffee culture. Initially, the founders were hesitant to adopt Schultz's cafe model, preferring to stay focused on selling beans and equipment. Undeterred, Schultz struck out on his own and opened Il Giornale, a small espresso bar chain inspired by his Italian experience. Its success was undeniable. In 1987, Schultz acquired Starbucks with the help of investors, merging it with Il Giornale and transforming it into a new kind of company, one that sold not just coffee, but comfort, conversation, and community. From there, the Starbucks revolution began. Stores multiplied across the United States through the 1990s, each one inviting people to enjoy expertly crafted drinks in cozy, welcoming environments. Starbucks wasn't just selling coffee anymore. It was creating a third place between home and work. With this strategy, the brand became a cultural touchstone, turning terms like latte and macchiato into household words and elevating the role of the barista to artisan status. By the early 2000s, Starbucks had gone global. From Tokyo to London, from Buenos Aires to Dubai, its green siren logo became a symbol of consistency and quality. Under Schultz's leadership, the company didn't just grow, it evolved. It embraced sustainability, pioneered ethical sourcing with its CAFE practices, and invested in social causes, employee education, and greener operations. Today, Starbucks is the largest coffeehouse chain in the world with over 35,000 locations in more than 80 countries. But at its heart, the mission remains the same: to inspire and nurture the human spirit, one person, one cup, and one neighborhood at a time. From its humble beginnings in Pike Place to its global status, Starbucks has brewed not just coffee, but a legacy built on passion, innovation, and connection. From a single storefront at Seattle's Pike Place Market to a worldwide empire, Starbucks has become more than a coffee brand. It's a global phenomenon. Today, Starbucks proudly operates over 40,000 stores across 87 countries, serving millions of loyal customers every single day. Whether it's a bustling street in Tokyo, a quiet neighborhood in Paris, or a busy airport terminal in New York, that iconic green siren is never too far away. But behind the warm lattes and familiar ambiance lies a financial engine that has powered Starbucks to the top of the coffee industry. Let's talk numbers. In 2024, Starbucks brewed up a stunning $36.2 billion in revenue. That's more than just a good year, it's a testament to the brand's staying power in an ever-changing global market. Even in the face of economic fluctuations and growing competition, Starbucks continues to deliver results that turn heads on Wall Street and around the world. The company's operating income, a strong $5.41 billion, showing that Starbucks isn't just growing bigger, it's growing smarter. With streamlined operations, strong digital engagement, and innovative new products, the company has managed to not only serve great coffee, but also keep its margins strong. And the bottom line? $37.61 billion in net income. That's the power of a brand that understands its audience and constantly reinvents itself to meet its evolving needs. From plant-based drinks to mobile ordering to sustainability-focused initiatives. With total assets of $31.34 billion, Starbucks isn't just thinking about the next fiscal quarter. It's building a foundation for the next generation of growth. That includes cutting-edge technology in stores, robust supply chains, and deep investments in people and the planet. Speaking of people, none of this would be possible without the heartbeat of the company, its partners. Starbucks employs over 400,000 people worldwide, each one playing a vital role in bringing the Starbucks experience to life. From the baristas crafting your favorite drink to the teams developing innovative flavors and digital tools, this is a global family fueled by passion, purpose, and a shared love for coffee. But success hasn't come without challenges. Increased competition from both boutique coffee houses and fast food chains has kept Starbucks on its toes. Add in inflation, supply chain pressures, and evolving consumer tastes, and it's clear that the journey isn't always smooth. Yet, Starbucks continues to adapt, launching bold new strategies, enhancing its loyalty program, expanding into emerging markets, and leading the industry in sustainability and social responsibility. The Starbucks of today is not just a coffee company, it's a global lifestyle brand, a tech innovator, a responsible employer, and a community builder. And with its eyes set on the future, Starbucks shows no signs of slowing down. Because when your brand is built on connection, community, and great coffee, the possibilities are endless. What makes a cup of Starbucks coffee taste so good? It's more than just the aroma or that smooth, crafted foam. There's something deeper brewing, something that goes beyond the beans. At Starbucks, success isn't just about profits, it's about purpose. That purpose is built on quality, ethics, and sustainability. It starts with the bean. Through CAFE practices, Starbucks partners with farmers worldwide, ensuring ethical sourcing, fair wages, and environmentally sound practices. Today, over 98% of Starbucks coffee is ethically sourced, one of the most transparent efforts in the industry. But the journey doesn't stop at the farm. Starbucks is going green. From renewable energy and reusable cups to ambitious goals like becoming resource positive and giving more than it takes from the planet. And Starbucks builds more than stores, it builds communities. From hiring veterans to supporting youth education, the company invests in people. Baristas aren't just workers, they're partners. So next time you order your latte, know this. You're not just fueling your day, you're fueling a global movement for good. That's the Starbucks difference. That's what's brewing beyond the beans. Once coffee cherries are harvested, their journey has only just begun. The beans must be separated from their fruit, a process that requires precision and patience. Some farmers use the washed method, where cherries are pulped and fermented, revealing bright and clean flavors. Others rely on natural drying, where cherries are laid in the sun to develop deeper, more fruity notes. After processing, the green beans are dried, sorted, and packaged, ready to be shipped around the world. But one of the most important steps is yet to come. Roasting. Roasting is where the magic happens. It's the step that transforms pale green beans into rich, aromatic coffee. At Starbucks' roasting plants, like those in York, Pennsylvania, or Augusta, Georgia, roasters develop distinct flavor profiles for each blend. Whether it's the bold intensity of French roast or the mellow sweetness of Pike Place, every roast is a careful balance of time and temperature. The goal? Consistency. Whether you're drinking in Seattle or Singapore, a Starbucks cup should always taste like home. When we think of coffee, our minds often jump straight to the beans, their origin, their roast, their flavor. But in many of Starbucks' most beloved beverages, there's another essential ingredient playing a starring role: milk. From the rich velvet of a latte to the airy foam of a cappuccino or the layered textures of a macchiato, milk transforms coffee from a bold brew into a comforting experience. It softens bitterness, highlights sweetness, and brings warmth and balance to every sip. At Starbucks, milk isn't just an afterthought. It's an ingredient treated with the same care and consideration as the coffee itself. The company sources its dairy through local and regional suppliers, many of whom are part of large cooperatives like Dairy Farmers of America. These partnerships are built on shared values: quality, fairness, and sustainability. Starbucks works closely with its dairy partners to ensure the milk meets strict standards, not only in taste and freshness, but also in how it's produced. This means making sure that dairy farmers are paid fairly and that the supply chain supports long-term livelihoods in farming communities. By working with cooperatives, Starbucks is able to support a broader network of small and mid-sized farms, ensuring they stay competitive in a rapidly changing food industry. But Starbucks knows the story of milk doesn't end with flavor. Dairy production is a significant contributor to the company's overall carbon footprint. In fact, it's one of the largest sources of greenhouse gas emissions within Starbucks' supply chain. And that's why the company is taking meaningful steps to improve the environmental impact of its dairy sourcing. Through partnerships with farmers and agricultural researchers, Starbucks is exploring and funding innovative practices that reduce methane emissions, improve manure management, and conserve water. These efforts include investing in cow feed alternatives that produce less gas during digestion, as well as developing more efficient ways to reuse and recycle water on farms. Beyond environmental impact, animal welfare is also a major priority. Starbucks supports farming methods that prioritize the health and humane treatment of dairy animals, encouraging practices that reduce stress and improve living conditions for cows. Of course, milk isn't one size fits all. As customers become more conscious of their health, values, and environmental footprint, Starbucks has expanded its menu to include a wide range of plant-based milk alternatives. Whether it's oat milk, almond milk, soy, or coconut, these options cater to diverse diets and preferences, while offering beverages with a lower carbon footprint. Starbucks continues to innovate with plant-based partnerships and menu offerings around the world, ensuring that non-dairy alternatives aren't just available, but delicious, satisfying, and seamlessly integrated into the Starbucks experience. Whether it's traditional dairy or a dairy-free pour, every drop is selected with purpose. It's more than just milk. It's a reflection of Starbucks' promise to serve drinks that are not only crafted with care but also sourced with responsibility and integrity. Because what's in your cup is only as good as where it comes from and how it gets there. Even the finest ingredients need the right tools to reach their full potential. At Starbucks, coffee brewing is more than a process. It's a craft, where innovation meets tradition and where cutting-edge technology serves the timeless ritual of the perfect cup. Step inside any Starbucks cafe, and you'll find more than just the aroma of freshly brewed coffee. You'll see a symphony of precision-engineered equipment, each machine meticulously designed to support the artistry of the barista and the science of the brew. At the heart of this operation is the espresso machine, sleek, robust, and unmistakably modern. These machines are far from ordinary. They are calibrated down to the degree, the second, and the gram. Starbucks has long worked with industry-leading manufacturers like La Marzocco and Thermoplan, developing custom espresso systems that ensure consistency across thousands of locations worldwide. Whether you're in Seattle or Singapore, your espresso shot is extracted with the same level of precision. The grinders, too, are no less important. With digital scales and auto-tamp features, they ensure each dose of coffee is ground and packed to exact specifications. The goal is to eliminate guesswork, reduce waste, and empower baristas to focus on what matters most, crafting the perfect drink. But among all these tools, one stands out: the Clover brewing system. Developed by a small team of engineers in Seattle and later acquired by Starbucks, the Clover represents a revolution in single-cup brewing. Unlike traditional drip or pour-over methods, the Clover uses vacuum pressure to pull brewed coffee through a stainless steel filter. This allows for precise control over temperature, brew time, and water saturation, enabling baristas to highlight subtle flavor notes that might otherwise go unnoticed. With a Clover, each cup becomes a custom experience, unlocking the full potential of Starbucks reserve beans and other specialty offerings. It's where technology meets terroir, where each brew tells the story of its origin with stunning clarity. Yet, the innovation doesn't stop at the brewing counter. Behind the scenes, Starbucks is using Internet of Things IoT technology to connect its coffee equipment to a global support system. Tiny sensors embedded in machines monitor everything from water pressure to milk temperature to grinder calibration. When something is off, the system sends an alert, often before a human even notices. Technicians can then respond proactively, scheduling maintenance or dispatching parts, keeping downtime to a minimum and drinks flowing smoothly. This intelligent system doesn't just make operations more efficient, it ensures that every customer receives the highest quality experience every single time. In a fast-paced, high-volume environment like Starbucks, this fusion of human touch and digital intelligence is essential. It allows the barista to focus on creativity and connection, while the technology handles the rest. At Starbucks, brewing is never left to chance. It is a carefully choreographed dance of temperature, time, and texture, powered by tools that turn precision into passion. Because great coffee isn't just made, it's engineered. So how does it all come together? It starts in the rich highlands of the coffee belt, where farmers handpick ripe Arabica cherries, each one a product of generations of passion and precision. Then the magic begins. Beans are washed, dried, and rigorously tested by Starbucks expert tasters. Only the top tier make the cut. From there, they travel to state-of-the-art roasting facilities, where master roasters unlock bold, complex flavors, from smoky French roast to zesty blonde. But it's not just about beans, it's also about what goes with them. Starbucks partners with dairy farmers to deliver rich, responsibly sourced milk, and offers plant-based favorites like oat, almond, and soy to match every taste and value. Then comes the final act. You, your barista, and the cup. Behind that counter, trained artisans who remember your name, your go-to drink, and serve it with purpose and pride. Behind them, a global team, logisticians, designers, sustainability warriors, all working in harmony to create the Starbucks experience. Because when you step into a Starbucks, you're not just ordering coffee. You're stepping into a worldwide story of quality, connection, and care. And that's what makes Starbucks unforgettable from bean to cup. The next time you take a sip, think of the farmer who nurtured the tree, the roaster who shaped the flavor, and the barista who perfected the pour. In that one cup, you hold a story and it's only just beginning.